everyone, it's Carolyn with Carolina Crafting. I was going to hop on today and show you what I've been doing with the Banner Sayings bundle. This bundle comes with the punch and the stamp set, and it's $38.50. You can purchase them separately if you would like. The punch by itself is $26. The stamp set alone is $17. But when you get them together in a bundle, you save about 10%. So the things I want to show you with this stamp set are things that maybe you wouldn't think about, that may be a little bit out of the box. The first thing I want to show you is how to save time by being able to punch 3 different sentiments with your punch at the same time. So the first thing you want to do is just grab a piece of scrap cardstock and use your punch and punch out your shapes. Now, typically you would use the shapes that you've punched out, but I'm going to use this instead. And what you'll do, I'm just randomly grabbing some of the stamps that are in the Banner Sayings stamp set, and you're going to line it up in your template right in the middle here. Let me grab one more. And it doesn't really matter which ones, I mean, pick out the ones you want, but it doesn't really matter because they fit in all 3. All of your stamps will fit in any of these. Once you have them lined up the way you want, you're going to grab a block, press it down, and pick them up. Okay? Then what you're going to do is grab your cardstock that you want to use for your project. I'll just be using a piece of basic white cardstock, and grab me some ink. I'll ink up my stamps that I put on my block. Stamp them. And then you'll just take it and line it up. So I need to cut a little off my bottom of my cardstock so that mine will fit in there. Okay. There we go. So you'll just line them up, punch it, and you've got 3 at one time. So you can make 3 cards at one time or use them all on the same card. It just saves you a little time to do that, and you can do, like I said, 3 at once. The next thing I wanted to show you is using your punch to use the shapes to make a random pattern for your cards. Let me move some of this out of the way. And what I mean for this, I'm going to use some of the leftovers I have on my Unbounded Beauty 12 by 12 paper. I'm just going to pull out a scrap piece of it. What you're going to do is you're just going to start randomly punching out some pieces, just like that. And I use several different pieces. I've already cut some more, so I'll have to show you. Then I'm just going to bring in a scrap piece of paper, but bring in whatever size you want to make your pattern on, and then you're just going to randomly start placing your pieces, kind of like a puzzle, to bring it together. And I'm just staggering the different pieces of paper with the patterns so that I'll get a nice random pattern here. Just like so. And to save time, I went ahead and I've got one completed that I've done. Once you've got your piece finished and looking like you want it, just flip it over and just trim the pieces around the edges off. It's still a little bit sticky with the glue. Okay, once you trim off your excess, this is what you're left with. So let's make a card. I'm going to mount this on a piece of coordinating cardstock, which is the Pretty Peacock, and I use the Berry Burst to put my pattern on. Just got enough to make a nice little edge around that. And I'm putting that on a piece of the thick Whisper White cardstock. Then all we need is a sentiment for the front. So I'm still using the Banner Saying stamp set, but I'm using, because I want to make it a little different, not use the same size for my sentiment. I want it to look a little different so it'll stand out. So I've used the Stylish Shapes die set and cut a circle out. And this one says, "You're the sweetest." And I also used these Stylish Shapes to cut another banner like that out to add to it. So that it's a little different, a little bigger, and doesn't blend in so much with this same size. We'll just add this on. And then we'll use some dimensionals to make it pop a little more. Okay, and I think I want to add just a little pop of something else. Hang on, let me see what I got. Okay, we've got the adhesive back metallic gems, so I think I'll just sprinkle a couple of those maybe on as well. Okay, and there we go. Just a quick, easy card, a random pattern using your punches. I like to try to think out of the box for some different ways that you can use these. And so I hope you like this idea. And if you have any questions, just let me know, comment below. And I appreciate you watching. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.